In downtown Istanbul, student Rümeysa Çamdereli is helping with the preparations for an iftar dinner in the shadow of five-star hotels. The meal at the end of a day of fasting during Ramadan is free to everyone. The weekly event is in protest at the growing conspicuous display of wealth during the Islamic holy month.
Ramadan is a time that we have to remember the poor and remember that we can be hungry in some time, and there must be some, we have to give our money to poor. This protest tries to say that to the people who are having their meals in these luxury hotels actually.
The simple menu of soup, cheese and dates is in stark contrast to the $100 plus iftars on offer at the surrounding luxury hotels. With Turkey enjoying economic growth for nearly a decade, celebrating iftar at such places is increasingly popular. Restaurant manager İlker Sonuk is carefully supervising the last-minute preparations.
Because as you see, we are in the garden, so it is very good atmosphere to have a dinner and iftar. For example, on Monday we are going to organize for 500 persons, so 500 person iftar for one of the business companies.
Members of the government are frequently seen at lavish iftar dinners. But stung by the message of the protesters, the pious Prime Minister Recep Tayyip Erdogan has criticised such events. The ruling AK party claims it's the party of the poor, but despite record growth, the number of people living in poverty has remained largely unchanged at 18% in its 9-year rule. The meal starts with prayers. There's not only a hunger for the food, but also for the ideas this iftar stands for.
While some people can't even find food to eat, there are those who pay 600 Turkish lira, almost equivalent of minimum wage, for an iftar meal. This can't be accepted as iftar at the end of fasting. The meaning of fasting is for all the Muslims to be equal and understand each other's situation. That's why we see these luxurious iftars as superfluous and as a waste.
With the iftar slowly winding down, it's the start of the big cleanup for Rümeysa. For her, the protest should not be about creating divisions, but rather bridging the divides in Turkish society.
Muslim people, non-Muslim people, Turkish people, Kurdish people, or everybody in Turkey can eat their meal together, they can share their meal, and so that we can bring happiness or justice to this country or to the world in the name of Ramadan.
The ruling AK party prides itself on its economic record, but with that success has come a growing divide between rich and poor. Bridging that gap could yet be its greatest challenge. Dorian Jones for VOA News, Istanbul, Turkey.